It's Ken Harbaugh with Against All Enemies. In the next few minutes, I'm going to try to convince you that an upcoming ballot measure in my home state is one of the most important votes in the country in years. Its outcome will reverberate for decades. First, check out this ad. I'll get into the details of Issue 1 and why democracy itself is on the line right after.
Do you have a condom?
Yeah.
No! Sorry, you can't use those.
What are you talking about? Who are you?
I'm your Republican congressman. Now that we're in charge, we're banning birth control.
This is our decision, not yours. Get out of our bedroom.
I won the last election. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just gonna watch and make sure you don't do anything illegal.
So, first of all, that is a great political ad. It got people around the world paying attention to what is going down in Ohio, and the casting is fantastic, believe it or not. I'm talking about the Republican congressman. The Ohio GOP just put out this flyer showing the diverse array of Republican politicians backing Issue 1. See anything they have in common? All right, here's what it's all about. After Dobbs, the Supreme Court's decision to take away a woman's right to choose and leave it up to the states, Republican state legislatures have been ripping away those rights wherever they can. In Ohio, the people, the voters, are trying to fight back. We're trying to get a woman's right to choose enshrined in our Constitution, a process which for over a century has required a simple majority vote. Republicans know this, and they're scared because they realize, not just in Ohio but around the country, that their policies are not popular. They cannot win if the democratic will is respected. So they disrespect it. They make it harder to vote. They intimidate poll workers. And here in Ohio, where everyday Ohioans want to protect a woman's right to choose by enshrining that right in the Constitution, they're looking for a way to stop that too. These guys want to change the rules so that an extremist minority can thwart the popular will. Issue 1, which comes up for a vote on August 8th, is nominally about changing the standards for amending the state constitution from a simple majority vote to a 60% supermajority. In reality, it is all about abortion rights. Republicans here and everywhere know they are losing the battle for hearts and minds. So they're moving the goalposts. If they win on August 8th, democracy loses. They will be able to stop popular initiatives like protecting abortion rights with a minority vote. That's what I want people to really understand. Issue 1 isn't some esoteric rule change that affects one Midwestern state. It's a signal about the lengths Republicans will go to satisfy their extremist base. They will disregard the will of a majority of voters, they will endanger women, and they will persecute those who defy them. Think I'm exaggerating? Ohio, with its extremist Republican legislature, is where a 10-year-old rape victim had to flee to a neighboring state to get an abortion. Her very existence was denied by the same people pushing Issue 1. In case anyone needs a reminder of what these men did, here it is.
According to police and court documents, the 10-year-old Ohio girl was raped in early May and was brought to Indiana in late June after the ruling on Roe to receive an abortion. Newsy's Mara Suriani is here with more on how many people, including conservative lawmakers and right-wing media, doubted the validity of this horrific story. Mara.
Jay, this has really played out over the past week. This case is drawing lots of attention and some scrutiny as well. But the facts are medical records show Dr. Caitlin Bernard in Indianapolis correctly reported that abortion procedure on the child on July 2nd. That was 2 days after it was performed.
In an Ohio courtroom,
the charge is rape, felony of the first degree.
A judge charging the 27-year-old Columbus man after police say he confessed to raping a 10-year-old girl on at least 2 occasions. The 10-year-old rape victim was taken to a hospital in Indianapolis for abortion care after Ohio banned abortions after 6 weeks following the U.S. Supreme Court's overturning of Roe v. Wade. Police in Columbus say the young girl was raped in early May. The arrest and subsequent charges quieting a firestorm of doubt over the validity of details surrounding the horrific crime.
I know our prosecutors and cops in this state. There's not one of them that wouldn't be turning over every rock in their jurisdiction if they had the slightest hint that this had occurred.
Last Monday, Ohio's Republican Attorney General Dave Yost raised serious doubts the crime even happened, and he wasn't alone. Among Republican lawmakers being called out for their comments, in a since-deleted tweet, Congressman Jim Jordan also claimed the story was a lie. Lawmakers taking aim at the Indy Star's reporting about a doctor who said she helped the little girl get an abortion after she had crossed state lines at 6 weeks and 3 days pregnant.
10 years old, raped, 6 weeks pregnant. Already traumatized, was forced to travel to another state.
If that's not the definition of dehumanization, nothing is. These Republicans literally tried to deny this child's existence. And if you think for a second that the shame of this would give them pause, think again. Ohio right now has joined with 17 other Republican states demanding that the state governments be able to access medical records of women who seek health care across state lines. Let me say that again. The same extremist Republicans who are pushing Issue 1 to stop abortion rights from being enshrined in law, the same men who said a 10-year-old rape victim could not have existed, they are the same people now demanding that a woman in Ohio forced to flee the state to get an abortion must have her medical records released to the Ohio Attorney General. They want to track women, and they are no longer even hiding it. I'm going to end with another political commercial. I'll admit it's not as entertaining as the one I led off with, but this one drives the point home. And a huge personal shout out to the MeidasTouch network. It was this commercial a couple years ago that first made me aware of this network and the incredible work it does. I hope you feel that same anger I felt when I first watched it. Hold on to that anger, channel it, and if you live in Ohio, vote no on August 8th.
Listen, everything's gonna be okay, right? Just let me do the talking, okay? Just
Evening, ladies. License, please. Where are you headed?
we're just out for a drive.
Headed to the border?
Oh, no. We were just going up to the,
Hey there. What's your name?
Grace.
Are you pregnant, Grace? Step out of the vehicle.
She does not have to.
Yes, she does.
No.
Show me your hands on the wheels, please. Grace, step out of the vehicle. On the wheel.
Grace, it's